Hello everybody, this is Milagros. Welcome to Binah Tarot, and I'm going to be doing the tarot scopes for each one of the zodiac signs in regards to love for the month of January. Let's begin. This month I will be doing the Celtic Cross with the Kingdom within Tarot by Juno, Lucina and Sharon ThornFeather. And I am going to be pulling one card for advice from the Oracle of Echoes by Tourian. Leo, this is your tarot scope for the month of January. And the first card we have is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups has to do with, in the traditional sense, it has to do with memories, with remembering, nostalgia about the past, whether it is that you are going to feel maybe a bit nostalgic about your past, about somebody from your past. Maybe you will feel that you will want to reconnect to this person. It might be a situation, or it might be that you are feeling nostalgic about a specific situation in your past, whether it is because you miss it or because you got used to it, or you hope in a way to bring back the memories. I'm not quite sure if it is, in this case, if it speaks about a certain action, but it definitely has to do with thoughts. More, I guess, and I think that more than with actions, because the Fool is crossing, and the Fool is the one that actually goes without thinking twice for something. And I feel that, especially during the last months, you have given through thought to the steps that you have taken, to the approach that you have taken towards the people around you. You have not been too impulsive, let's say, as you would normally be. You have had a sense of control in a way, so you might have sacrificed being spontaneous in order to be a bit more rational, and I feel that is a blockage here too, in a way. I feel that the Fool is the energy of the one that goes for the adventure, that goes without thinking twice, a person that can be a bit naive, a person that is risking, the person that makes the trip, that takes the risk. I feel that here the situation is that you are not taking the risk. So you might be feeling nostalgic about somebody from your past or a situation from your past. It's a card of sensuality as well, so it can even have, it might even do with physical situations, like it can have to do with an adventure, something that you're living. You might not want to connect. Maybe you have a good physical connection or a good chemistry with somebody, but you're just not sure if you want to really get into the situation, or if you still want to protect yourself, because you might be still healing from something that has happened. So the Fool has to do with that. There is a lack of action involved in this. There is a lack of taking a risk involved in this, whether it is you remembering somebody or you establishing a physical connection with somebody. It just feels that you are not ready to take the risk at this point. What I get in the top of the reading is a Ten of Wands that has to do with oppression. So whether you have way too many things to think about, way too many responsibilities, way too much work, maybe you are too oppressed in a way by your studies, by the demands of life in general, and in a way that disallows you to be spontaneous and to just act on whatever you want and the way you feel to do. Maybe you just have a lot of a burden, or you are still tired in a way from last year, and you want to just get rid of that energy, release that kind of energy before taking a step towards something new. At least it feels like this month is a month of transitions. As for the past, we have the Page of Pentacles that can speak about somebody from an earth sign. It can be a Virgo, it can be Capricorn, it can be Taurus, or it's a person that might have the moon or Venus or the ascendant in one of these signs. It can also be the opportunity itself. It could be that we can be speaking about a situation in which there was potential for something, because a Page of Pentacles is somebody who offers potential. But it almost feels as if you kind of cut whatever potential there could be from that situation in order to protect yourself, or because this is just not the right time in your life. If you are single, then it might be that you might have even considered dating somebody, or you might be still thinking about somebody. But especially during this month, it feels like a transition in which you just want to gather up your energies before you move any further. Now, in the foundation, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups can represent somebody from a water sign, such as Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. It can represent also yourself, the part of you that is in a way connected to this, to a water sign or to Cancer. If you have any placement in a water sign, it can represent that, or it can just represent you, that this nostalgia is coming from the feelings that you still have for this person, the feelings that you still hold for this person, or the fact that sometimes you just want to be spontaneous, you just want to be giving, you just want to provide, but at the same time, and in a logical way of thinking, you cannot. So although you wish you could act differently and you could open up, it's a bit difficult for you to get there, because there are still some things that need some time. In regards to the current energies, I have the Eight of Cups reversed, and as I was saying in another video, this month I decided that if any card would come up reversed, I would just leave it reversed if it would make sense to the reading. And I normally do not read reversed cards, but I think that this makes sense. This card, the Eight of Cups, it speaks about moving on voluntarily. So it feels almost as a situation, like when this card is reversed, it's pretty much the opposite. It's not being able to move on. So it might feel, or it feels as if you want to move on from the situation, but there is something inside you that kind of stops you from fully moving on. It feels almost as if you are not totally ready to just give up this case. So you are trying probably to figure out how you can do it. Sometimes you want to do it, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you still have doubts if it's necessary or if it's suggested for you to just let this situation go or not. So that's taking you a little time, and that's what I can see here, that although you want to take that step right now, there is some preparation needed for you to be ready. Now, in regards to the surroundings, we have the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups has to do with happiness, but also with level of completeness. Completion. So, from the other side, it might feel like the other person has moved on. It might feel that the other person is already happy with his or her life by being alone. If you are right now into a relationship, and this situation might apply to you because you might be going through a difficult time probably inside this relationship, and you might not be wanting to take any risks because you have been hurt in the past and you still need some healing. This might feel like the other person, it can also mean that the other person is trying to cooperate and to be there in a way to provide support, to be present into a situation, to provide that thing that is missing. So if the person next to you is actually making the attempt to make things work, just don't overlook the efforts. Because you might be overlooking the efforts given the situation and how there is still this kind of sadness. If it's not the case, then it just means that your person is handling probably the things better than you are at this point. Or at least that's the way it seems. As for the unexpected, I have the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands has to do with boundless potential. This is a card, it's a very interesting card. In the traditional meaning, it speaks about somebody who has been kind of harmed, who has gone through a difficult and long road, and is kind of being protective towards himself. He made a progress, but he's also being protective. He's afraid in a way to be hurt again. But there is as well in this deck, there is a sense of potential. So it speaks about the long road that you have been through. It speaks about the many hardships you might have gone through, but also the fact that there is still potential within yourself to love, to give chances, to give opportunities. And it's something that might come across as an unexpected thing during this month, because you might realize, you might see that there are still moments within yourself in which you still think, or maybe you still want to give a chance to the situation or to the things with this person. For you, there will be moments during this time in which you will feel that there might still be you might still be able to find some potential, or even potential within yourself to move on. Like, it just feels that there is some hidden potentials during this month, and you're going to be aware of it. Maybe in a moment, in an unexpected moment. In regards to the future, I have an Ace of Wands and I have a Two of Wands. There is fire energy, typical from Leo, and there is also fire energy even in this deck, which is not traditional. It's not a tarot deck, it's an oracle. So we have the Two of Wands speaks about aggressive conquest. It might speak about traveling, maybe relocation plans. Maybe you have plans to move with this person, or to move towards this person, or to move away from this situation. Maybe you will want, it speaks about actually making the plan to move, whether it is geographically, whether it is on a small trip, whether it is moving on psychologically, emotionally from that. But I feel that towards the end of the month, you are going to be making the move towards that. We have the Ace and then we have the Two of Wands. So there is a progression. I feel that this month is a key to healing. It's a key to making decisions about what do you want in your life. To take that initiative, to take actually the control of the situation, and then to decide what to do with it. This is pretty much the sum up of that. So this is a month to digest, to heal, take the control again, and go towards the direction that you want to go to. And we have abundance. Abundance is, I feel that it's quite related to the Ace of Wands in this case. It speaks about yourself, about the potential we were telling, about your own potential, your own ability to love, your own ability to provide. Sometimes you feel like you have no more energy, that you have given everything and that there is nothing else to give, but that's not true. You still have a lot to offer. You still have a lot to expect from life, a lot to give to life. Do not give up, because there are still many things, there are still many blessings, there are still many news and many new situations that are going to come throughout this year, throughout this month. Just do not think that you cannot provide, that you do not have that energy. It is within yourself. You are going to feel it towards the end of the month. Just don't overlook it. Just don't stop believing in your own potential. This is just a general reading, and you can always check your ascendant, your moon sign and Venus in order to get more information. Or you can book a private reading with me by following the links that I am leaving down below. You can have access to my 60-minute reading. It's a 65-minute reading actually during this month. It's an in-depth reading in which we can see further details on specific or general situations. There is also a promo that I launched for this month. It's my 30-minute reading, which costs only $29 instead of $35. This is an offer that is valid during the month of January because of the new year. Also, I launched a new contest, and you only need to share a Facebook post that I'm going to be linking down below as well. And you have to like my Facebook page and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to set the privacy to public so that I can see that you have shared. The contest expires on the 15th of January, and I should be announcing the winner on the 16th or 17th. Also, I made a separate video, and unfortunately I could do it only in Spanish because I was really in a hurry. It was just a live broadcast. And during that broadcast, I was thanking everybody because I hit the 10,000 subscriber mark. And this is only thanks to you and to your support. Besides that, I am also explaining the delay on the yearly tarot scopes of the rest of the signs. I had to go on a trip, so I didn't really have the option to transfer the videos from my memory card to my computer as I was recording them. So when I tried to actually transfer the files, I realized that it was pretty much corrupted. They were corrupted. It was impossible to rebuild the database. So although I tried, eventually I just realized that I will have to re-record them from scratch. They are lengthy videos, so please bear with me because it will take some time. It was from from Virgo to Pisces. So, besides that, I really hope you have a wonderful new year. I have the best wishes for you. Thank you so much for liking, for sharing, for subscribing, for the comments and the support that you have shown me. And I really hope to see you next month again. Bye bye.